it's Jade. So today's video I'm going to show you guys how to layer your hair extensions. This is a technique that I've recently started doing. I never used to layer my extensions at all, but since doing it I have been like, why did I not do it earlier? Honestly, it makes the biggest difference to how natural your extensions look. Also, if you add curls and things like that, it just makes them hold so much better and they look so much more natural, and you just get this gorgeous kind of volume and texture going on with your extensions. So today I am wearing my Irresistible Me Silky Touch extensions in the shade Silky White Blonde. These are the 22-inch extensions, 200 gram weight. Now I know this color isn't exact match for my hair, but I am planning on coloring my extensions soon when I do my next crazy color. So I like to actually layer my extensions prior to cutting so I know where to put certain colors and things like that. So that is why I'm doing it today. If you guys want to know how to color your extensions a crazy color, then check out the description box below. The video will be posted there when the video goes live. So just so you guys know, I am a qualified hairdresser. So what I'm going to show you guys is probably the best way that you can cut your extensions even if you are not a qualified hairdresser. It's very, very simple and you get this gorgeous result, and it looks really, really blended, and you don't need to worry about getting things exact because this is quite a kind of free-flowing technique and it does give you a beautiful finished result. So if you want to know how to do it, then just keep on watching. So obviously it's going to depend on how long your natural hair is. My shortest layers are quite short, so they end about here, and then I've got the length of my hair down here. So you think, all right, how am I going to blend that down to that? I'm going to show you guys some tips and tricks on how to do it, and just what I like to do. So first things first, you will need some scissors. If you can, try and get your hands on some cheap hairdressing scissors because they are better quality and they give you a better finished result. Try not to use chunky kitchen scissors because it's just not going to give you the best result. So what you want to do first obviously is apply your extensions to your hair. Now here is the trick. You want to somehow number your extensions so then the next time you put them in your hair, you put them back in the right order. There's no point giving your hair these gorgeous layers when the shorter areas are at the nape of your neck and the long areas are on top, if you know what I mean. So you want to make sure that you're going to put them back in the same order. How I do this is just with a permanent marker on the little clips. I just write 1 for the base of my neck, and then 2, 3, 4, and just number them on the way up. For the sides I go left and right, just so I know kind of roughly where to put them back in. Alright, so I'm going to take a vertical section. So this is where you can really see where your short layer is and then how it goes to the longer length. So what you want to do is grab your scissors, and we're going to use like a bit of a notching technique. So that's basically where you have your scissors and you just rock them like this. So you have them opening and closing like that. And you want to start where the short kind of layer is and then open and close all the way till you get to the ends of your hair. And that's going to give you a really nice gradual layer to your hair. So I'm going to move back a little bit, do a bit of a voiceover and show you guys how to do it. Okay, so I'm starting where my natural hair ends, and as you guys can see, I'm just having the scissors on a little bit of an angle, and I'm basically just notching into that top layer. When you get to the ends of the extensions, try not to cut in too deep because it's going to make the ends of your extensions quite thin. You want to retain as much thickness as you can through the ends. So now just take another thin section and then continue on. We'd like to keep the back hair a little bit longer. Just bring the sections forwards and kind of tilt your head as I am. That way obviously you can see what you're doing, but because you're bringing it kind of forwards, it's going to leave those sections slightly longer. Not massively longer, but it does give your hair that nice natural gradient. Okay, Okay, so that is all that hair that I cut off. You'll see in that part how I stopped short of going all the way to the ends. You don't want to make the ends of the hair too kind of thin and ratty, especially because there is such a gap from my existing layer to the length of my hair. You need to kind of just counteract it. So obviously, depending on the angle that you have your scissors on, it will depend on how many layers it chops into your hair. A shorter angle is going to do very soft layers just on the top part. Steep is going to cut in straight a fair bit towards the nape of your hair, if you know what I mean. So for these front sections, I did not layer those as you guys saw. What I'm going to do is layer them from side on. So just giving them a good brush, and I'm going to connect them with my existing layers and then bring them down. I think layering around the face is really what helps extensions to look really nice and blended. So again, we're going to still use the same technique of kind of going side on like that. What you want to do is bring your hair forward slightly, and you'll see where my existing layer is and then where the extensions are. So I am going to grab this front section of my hair, brush it on an angle, and then what I'm going to do is cut in and do this notching technique down the length of my hair. So you may need to go over it a few times to get your desired result. You can also spot treat it, so grab a and then just cut down on a little bit of an angle. By doing little bits at a time, you can really tailor make it to how you want it, and you don't have to worry about like, oh no, I cut too much off. So alright, so that's just really soft layers, but what I want to do is just slightly shorten up the top kind of crown section. So what I'm going to do is literally section off my crown. So this is the kind of extensions that are in my crown section. Going to comb it up. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit messy because it's just going to add to the texture. What I'm going to do is twist all this section, as you guys can see, and then see all this kind of scraggly bits. I am taking my scissors and I'm basically going to notch all into that section. So just literally cut that section off. Right, then I'm just going to go in and just soften it out so it's not too blunt. But by twisting it, it's all going to be on little bits of different angles. So it's going to be a lot more natural when it falls. And you can see where it's fallen. It's just gives you that kind of softness and texture in there. And that is what makes extensions look realistic. So it's not short, then all just one length. You have this nice, beautiful movement in there. Again, you can go through and kind of spot treat any areas where you're like, oh no, that bit's too long, or you know. So just go in, neaten up any bits that you want. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely check out the description box below. There's links to all of the social media channels, also the Irresistible Me website, and all that good stuff is down there. So definitely go down there and check it out. Alright guys, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!